Hello viewers, this is Paladin of Odin, and this is some more Magic the Gathering Online. This is another episode of the Standard Commentary series. So, Duress gets rid of Nissa's Pilgrimage, leaving the ramp deck with Rattleclaw Mystic, Ulamog, Shrine of the Forsaken Gods. Green and white. Interesting. Hangerback Walker, no attack. Red and black. Haven of the Spirit Dragons. So, Rakdos Dragons? Draconic Roar to kill off the Rattleclaw Mystic and revealing Thunderbreak Regent. So, Ramp versus Dragons. Buff up the Walker at the end of turn. Response from the Dragon side. Murderous Cut. Kills off the Hangerback Walker while it's still a 1-1, which leaves the ramp deck with one Thopter token. Thopter attacks in for 1, Dragons goes down to 17. So it's 17-17, but the Dragons deck has a decided advantage at the moment, since the ramp deck is, well, in normal gameplay this wouldn't be considered mana screw, but because he's playing a ramp deck, it is. And he's got Ulamog in his hand that we know of, and the other card is a mystery. Thopter Engineer from the Dragons, back to Ramp, who does not attack with his Thopter token, back to Dragons, maybe Thunderbreak Regent wouldn't be a bad choice here. Goes to combat, and attacks all in. Thopter to Thopter, so Ramp takes 1 damage. And Hangerback Walker for the Dragon deck. Back over to Ramp, who plays Hedron Archive. So he's getting back on track with his mana acceleration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 land, 6, 7 mana from Archive. End of turn buff to the Hangerback Walker. Still 2 land short for the shrines to be active. Ooh, Kolaghan the Storm's Fury, dashed. 5, 8, 9, 10 damage. Ramp is down to 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. If he plays... Oh, he concedes. I was going to say, if he plays another land, and he somehow drew Ugin at the time, he would still be in the game. But that was just a really bad run for the ramp deck. I mean, 1 Duress isn't usually that big a deal, but I guess the RNG just did not like him that game. So let's go to game 2. Okay, turn 1 Duress from the Rakdos side. Gets rid of Nissa's Pilgrimage. Ramp is left with 4 lands and a Rattleclaw Mystic. But he does have a Shrine of the Forsaken Gods. So he throws down the Rattleclaw Mystic. Back to the Dragons. Draconic Roar revealing Kolaghan to kill off the Rattleclaw Mystic. This is actually just a really brutal start against this ramp deck. He gets rid of his land search, he gets rid of his mana dork. So, unless he's drawing, more mana acceleration, he's stuck just playing lands to get his mana. Thopter Engineer. So the Thopter will go in for 1 damage and ramp will be down to 16. Trying to think. Jotty Offshoot. That might buy him the time that he needs to get to his big bombs. That small amount of life gain that he gets every time he plays a land can be crucial to staying alive. And he's got 3 toughness, so he can block quite a few different kinds of creatures. All-in attack from Rakdos. No blocks. Ramp takes 2 and goes down to 15. Land gives him 1, so he's back to 16, and he passes the turn. And that's the 5th land for Rakdos, so most likely he's going to be dashing Kolagon here. And there he is. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. He's going to block the Thopter Engineer, so he takes 7 and goes down to 9. Plays another land. He's still 1 land short for the Shrines. But all he needs to do is survive 1 more turn, play a land, and have one of the bombs in his hand. And for his sake, I hope it's Ulamog. Fiery Impulse to kill off the Jotty Offshoot. And Dashing Kolagon. And he concedes the match. I have to say, I would have played that 1 more turn because it's really all he had left. 9 damage from that attack, so he would have been on 1. But then again, it looked like the RNG just was not being friendly to him. But, that's the way it goes sometimes, The shuffler sometimes has an irrational hatred for you, and you just have to deal with it. But I'll end the video there. That was Mono Green Ramp with Red versus Rakdos Dragons. And if you liked what you saw,